Talking about the place kickers, if we could. We talked to you last week. I was wondering if anybody's kind of surged ahead at all, and how they kicked tonight in scrimmage.
In terms of has anybody surged ahead, not really. I mean, it's been a super competitive. Their numbers are almost identical. We chart every kick they take, whether it's a live rep or if it's a if it's a practice rep, as they do their own work throughout the course of practice. And really the competition's tight. Tonight it was pretty balanced again. We feel like, especially because we didn't have the spring ball period to go through an evaluation, that we wanted to take these first couple weeks of fall camp and really get a feel and not jump the gun too fast on making a decision. But obviously we're going to make one here coming up pretty soon. But we still have 3 weeks to go, and to me there's really no hurry, especially when you have two capable guys like we have.
Good evening, Coach JP.
How are you?
Hey, Coach Norvell came on before you and said you guys spent a decent amount of time doing some special teams work. Just kind of, since we obviously couldn't see, just kind of walk us through what does special teams work and a scrimmage mean for you guys?
So it's two different phases. We work some team punt scenarios to get that scheme polished, but we also do competitive drills where we match guys up beforehand, with guys that would be good matchups, really competitive matchups. And we do two different phases of drills. We do a kickoff cover versus kickoff return drill, and then we do a punt cover versus a punt return drill, where they get a rep on one side of the ball and then they flip, so they get reps on both sides. And like I said, the matchups are always competitive because we make them beforehand, and we keep score. We have winners and losers in everything we do, and that creates and fosters that competitive environment that we're looking for on special teams.
Evening, Coach.
Good evening. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing well, thanks. So last week we heard good things about Alex Mastromanno and how he did in the scrimmage. Has he been consistent in what we heard from last week with the big leg? Has that been consistent all through camp and even into this scrimmage?
Yeah, I thought he had another good day today. He's been consistent. He's a talented young man who's learning every day. Every situation we put him in, it's a learning experience for him because obviously he's a talented punter, but he doesn't have a lot of American football game situation. So as we start, introducing him to sky punts and, when we're backed up, his mindset and everything's an opportunity for him to learn and grow. And he's continued to get better as we've gone. But, I also want to say that Tommy had a really good week. I like those two guys competing, but both Alex and Tommy I have felt good about this week.
Coach, from the punt return aspect, are you seeing guys back there that are supposed to be throwing the punt, or are they showing the level of sort of boldness and aggression you want and coming up and making the play?
Yeah, you know what? We've done a great job fielding balls. We haven't been in very many live situations with the punt returners, so it's still a little bit early to tell in terms of that question. But all the balls that they've had an opportunity to field, they've done a nice job with it. So I feel good about where we're at. We got a lot of work to do over the next couple of weeks as we really put all the scheme together. Because, the first couple of weeks for us, and especially on the punt pressure unit, is more about the fundamentals. And, the drills are all segmented where we're never really in a full return mode. So we're gonna learn a lot more about these guys in the next couple of weeks and as we get them into more full return reps. But so far in all the drill work, they've done a nice job.
When I guess when Coach Norvell talked in his introductory press conference, he talked about how important it was to bring kicks back, to bring punch back, to make those big plays. Is that, and he's obviously had success with it, I know you have as well, is that, how much of that is scheme, how much of that is just detail and the execution, how much of it is the guys with the balls in the ring?
It's a great question. I think it's a little bit of all of that. I think first of all your special teams units are going to come down to the fundamentals. Fundamentals and technique is what drives everything that we do. You have to have the right guys in the right spots. So whether that's at the actual returner, or the guys who are in front of him blocking, you gotta make sure you get the right guys in the right position. And then scheme does matter to an extent. The guys got to be able to execute it. And if you can put all three of those things together, you have an opportunity to create weapons out of your kickoff return and punt return units. And I think we have those things. Now it's about continuing to develop them and having the belief. You know, a lot of special teams is mindset, and you know, the way Coach Norvell invests in it, and the way this program invests in it, you know, we're gonna reap the benefits of all the time and effort put into it, and you know, I think those return units are going to be examples of how we can change and affect games.
Would like to add one from more camp?
How has it been for like the last 10 years or so, Coach? The whole thing on punt with the three guys behind the line of scrimmage sort of thing, where it makes it almost impossible to block a punt these days. Does that make your job easier as a special teams coach and not have to worry about that? Or do you still drill and have the ambition to have a punt block?
In terms of our pump block, yeah, I mean, I absolutely. When we actually call our punt return unit a pump pressure unit, and the reason why we do that is we want to put pressure on our opponent. It's a mindset for our players that whether it's in the block game or in the return game, we're gonna put stress and pressure on our opponent, and we absolutely are gonna be aggressive and go after punts when that presents itself, and we're also gonna be a team that has the ability to set up returns. So we wanna be able to create pressure to our opponents using both elements of the punt return game.
Go to Gene from more camp.
Hey, Coach, since we got you, earlier Coach Norvell mentioned the defense he said was dominant and really controlled the line of scrimmage. What did you say to your unit, the defensive ends? Are there any, specifically maybe some of the young guys who got some reps tonight, how did they look?
You know, I thought just without obviously seeing the tape yet, I thought there was improvement from last week. I thought we were more assignment sound. I thought there was more pass rush effect, you know, from the edge. So, you know, I was pleased, you know, at least on the surface of how the guys played. I thought they played hard. I thought they competed. So, you know, we'll find out more, obviously, once we put on the tape. But I liked how we approached this scrimmage from a mindset and you know, how they came out and started fast, you know, and really continued to play that way the whole day.